Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills versus Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. It's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers on the D1 level. Went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round. And then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Carry now. This is Williams. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it. Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. They try and bring the pressure, but he still gets off a good one. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Rodgers now on first down. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A chance for the first points of this Super Bowl. It's first and goal. Now Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. Working from the gun. Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
How about 54 touchdown passes in 2 full seasons at the University of Wyoming? Coming out of a junior college, I think he exceeded expectations, and he can move it around a little bit too. A much better athlete than people give him credit for.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. Allen, nifty footwork. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Second down and 3. And now they'll throw with Allen. And Diggs has it. Fights free yet again. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Going deep for Diggs. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Second and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. He won't go down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Third down, they go with Singletary. Now, he stepped around one man, but he'll only wind up getting about 1 yard. Second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Shrugs off another. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence and they can pick up this last bit of real estate.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Now to send this one away following the score. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over 1st and 10.
And now back out comes the offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Rodgers. Slow to Adams. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's good.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. It's a jet sweep. This is Adams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bills' 37-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this score will stay right where it is. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses?
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. It's caught by Funchess. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. One back in the game. That's Jones. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Packers are back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. He's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Roberts now to return it. Uses the spin. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally He feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They will run with Singletary. Look at the spin. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment. And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. Where you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half, they came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Allen off the bootleg. And this is caught at the 8. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. That's another Bills. First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They run here with Singletary. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. people always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Hauschka now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And he returns this to the 22. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. And he's been pretty good under the lights here tonight, hasn't he, partner?
He certainly has, and I applaud him for that because I don't know what it's like for you, but to me, preparing for a night game involves a little bit more. Trying to hold your intensity, hold that edge throughout an entire day of waiting to get out there and play. You know, the meetings, what time you're going to eat, all of those things. He's harnessed it very well. It's turning in a nice performance.
And he's closing in on 100 yards. For me, it's all about the afternoon nap for a night game. That's
the way you put it.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, he obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. We'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 2. Jones. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, Fooled him with the inside.
Thinking a chance. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for two. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one is caught. So they come up with a two-point conversion, and that makes this a one-point game now. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down three and feeling great about themselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Roberts now on the return. Look at the spin. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll run it. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And 4 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, Singletary. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Singletary. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. On the ground, it's Singletary. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. A spin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he's taken down inside the 30. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The first carry for Patrick DeMarco. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So Aaron Rodgers and his offense down by 9. A minute 52 to play. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Rodgers to throw. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll go with Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. It's caught here by Adams.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did? That they were lined up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. 10 more there and another 1st down. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. Steps away to his left, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
One final try now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.